When are you going to do it? When are you going to do that thing, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, when are you going to start that YouTube channel? Start that podcast? Start that storefront? Start that meal plan? When are you going to fill out that application? When are you going to get that LLC? When are you going to put that business plan on paper? When are you going to start taking action? Because I'm telling you, man, at today's time, in the year 2023, the only single thing that can keep a man, that can keep a woman from winning is you. Like at this point, man, you have to eliminate all excuses. You have to understand, man, like that's one of the main things when it comes to like winning, when it comes to you accomplishing your goals. You got to understand, man, the primary thing you have to do is eliminate all excuses. Like that's half the battle. It's more than half the battle. Eliminate all excuses, man. So my question is like, when are you going to do the thing? Because there's not a single person. There's not a single person on this planet. At least I know there's not a single person on social media that doesn't have an idea in their mind that they really want to go toward, but they have every single reason in the book why they can't do it or why they shouldn't do it. There's not a single person I know for a fact on this live that follows my channel that's on social media that doesn't have an idea in their mind that says, you know what? This is what I would like to be doing. Hell, I would love to start a YouTube channel, man. I would love to get a storefront, have a flower shop, a barber shop. I would love to get my LLC, man, get my CDL, man, and start my own trucking business. Like I'm seeing everybody around me do it. Everybody around me, like, why am I not doing it? And I'm telling you, man, you have to eliminate all excuses. That's the primary thing, man. Eliminate all excuses, man. Eliminate that small voice in the back of your mind that's whispering on why you can't do it. Because think about it, man. There's nothing you don't have access to. You know, I could easily say, man, that 50 years ago, let's say 50 years ago, it was easy for somebody to be a victim, man. When it wasn't no internet, when college was only, affordable for certain people and the world was just different. Even then, there wasn't an excuse. Even then, people had ways to get it out the mud. But I can, us living in this time, I can look back and see the challenges of maybe living a long time ago and not getting it. But now, bro, there is no reason why anybody shouldn't be moving forward. Anything you want to learn, man, well, we used to have to go and spend $50,000, $100,000 on a college education to learn how to use certain tools, to learn certain skills. There's pretty much nothing that's not available for free on Instagram. I mean, on either Instagram or TikTok or YouTube right now. There's no skill that you can't learn right now for free. For free. Pretty much everything that you can learn, that you learn going to college, the basics, general knowledge about business and how things work. You can pretty much get more information, for free online. Because if you go to get a degree, man, they're only gonna teach you so much about how to do marketing and how to do sales and how to spend your money right, how to invest money right. Most of that knowledge is in the free world. So I'm saying, what's your excuse? What's your excuse on, I can't start a channel because I don't know YouTube. I don't know how Google works. Then get on YouTube and watch it. Hell, you on YouTube 20 hours a day anyway. You on the gram and the book all day, every day. Why aren't you observing something that's gonna help you? I'm gonna tell you this, man. If it wasn't if it wasn't for me doing what I love to do, I wouldn't, or learning something, I wouldn't be on this phone on no social media. I wouldn't, why would I spend so much? So what I'm saying is, if you're going to spend this much time on social media, YouTube, Pick up on something, man, that's going to learn to help you move forward. That's going to help you get it out the mud. Because you have no excuse. There are absolutely no excuses in 2023, man. No excuses. Even when it comes to knowledge. Esoteric knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Because I can tell you this, man, a lot of what you need to get out of that stagnant place, a lot of it is just understanding the inner workings of man. A lot of it is just understanding how we're made as far as the ego, as far as the spiritual side coming together as one. That's where a lot of your chaos is, man. Even that's free. You can get on YouTube, man, and hear brothers talk about meditation and spirituality and what prayer is. How to navigate the inner man. How to find that sanctum. How to find that sacred space. There's absolutely no excuse, brothers. And you know, think about this, man. Even in today's time, in most industries, the middleman is gone. Again, I can look back to the generation before us, 50 years before us, and I can see the barriers. I can see when a person couldn't really write a book because they had to go through publishers and go through big companies and get approved by the masses before they even wrote a book. I understand that the only people that could put their vision, their mind, their thoughts on the World Wide Web or on a screen is people that knew people at the news company or people that made movies. I can get it. But man, I believe that things are so easy right now. Things are so easy right now, man, that people just say, you know what? Like it has to be more difficult than this. Like surely I see no barriers. I see nothing stopping me from doing what I want to do. Surely it's a trap door over there somewhere. And it's a lot easier for people to become victims, bro. Being victim is easy. You gotta understand, being a victim is easy, man, because it's easy to get on this same World Wide Web. It's easy to get on the same tube, the book, and the gram and find people that want to play the blame game. And if that's the frequency you want to swim in, it's easy to cut that. It's easy to cut those channels on, put those earplugs in, and be that cubicle all day in misery, doing something you don't like, listening to people that feel the same way. Blame this. Oh, we can't move forward because of this. We can't do this. You soaking it up. You soaking it up, doing something you can't stand. Doing something you can't stand. When really all you have to do, man, all you have to do is pause and say, you know what, man? Let me eliminate all excuses. Let me eliminate all excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only be upset at your 5th grade teacher for so long. I remember my 5th grade teacher, man, Mrs. Bates. Mrs. Bates was foul, bro. And I can remember even after I left 5th grade, I'm still in 7th grade, 8th grade, still mad at my 5th grade teacher for moving the way she did, lying on me the way she did. It's like, bro, you can only use that for so long. You can only be mad at your teachers back in high school for so long. You can only use your parents as an excuse for so long. Oh man, well mom and dad and them couldn't do for me like they did, like the kids down the street did for them. You know, we lived on this side of the tracks. Mom and daddy didn't put me in a situation where I could go to school or where I could have good clothes and have. You can only use mom and daddy for so long. You know, when you're 18, 19, you get about 23, 24. By the time you get 24, you can't use mom and daddy no more. You can't use grandma and them for an excuse no more. You can only use your boss for so long. You at this job and you want to blame your manager for everything. You want to blame him because your money's short. You want to blame him because you ain't got no time to spend with your kids on the weekend. You want to blame him because you can't go on vacation. And you'll sit there and blame your boss for 30 years. Blame that company for 30 years. Whole time when you at this job you can't stand, you sitting there thumbing on the World Wide Web with all the information that will free you. All the information that will free you is right there, bro. But you choose to play the victim game. There are no more excuses. If you don't win in life, it's strictly your fault. It's your fault. I'm going to say it again, man. If you don't win in life, if you wake up every single day and you're not happy if you aren't with the person, the mate you want to be with, if you don't live in the city you want to live in, if you don't make the amount of money you want to make, if you aren't seeing the places on the globe that you want to see, it's your fault. It ain't because you black. It ain't because you white, Hispanic, Asian. It ain't because you grew up in a town with 2,000 people population. It ain't because you 5'2". Huh? It ain't because you big bone. You want to sit there people will sit there and blame their health condition on well, it's generational. It ain't generational. It's because you want to point the finger at everything. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting off your 600-pound life ass and just walking around the block. It just cutting back on one meal a day. Instead of subbing the pork chops for a bowl of grapes, some strawberries, some watermelon. It's your fault. It ain't no big bone. It ain't no DNA. It's you. It's you, man. Oh, well, I can't start no channel because I'm working 18 hours a day. It's somebody that's working 19 and still doing it. You have no excuse. And I have no sympathy for people that move like that. Just because, for the same reason, when I'm finna start moving in different directions, people that are already there, I don't want them to have sympathy for me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing holding anybody back except themselves. Like it's almost like fishing in a bucket as far as moving the way you want to move now. All you have to do, man, is think about what it used to be like. Especially y'all brothers that are 35, 40 and above, that can remember a world without the internet. See, some of these people that are younger, they get it. They understand that the world is different, but they don't really get it because they don't remember a time when it wasn't that. They don't remember a time when it wasn't an internet. They don't remember a time when you could just take your thoughts and put it on the whole globe in a matter of seconds. That wasn't even an option. It wasn't even an option. And now you have all these thoughts in your mind. You have all these ideas. You have all these solutions you could share with your brother and that you could live off of. You could live off of this. You could thrive off of this. You want to sit back and watch nonsense while you spend your whole day doing something. I don't understand it, bro. I don't get it. I really don't get it. When people are saying, man, I'm going to do something, and then the very next year they're still saying they're going to do something, I don't understand it. I really don't. Because I understand there's nothing stopping you from you. There's nothing stopping you from winning except you, bro. Nothing. It costs nothing to start a channel. It costs nothing to take a pen and a pad and start writing down your thoughts and get that translated to an ebook. You know what I'm saying? It takes nothing. It takes nothing for you to have your craft at home. You making your candles, you making your wreaths, you making your whatever, and fire up this camera and share it with your brothers and sisters. Hey, look at what I made. Look at the value it can offer you. Let me tell you what I've been studying for the last 20 years. Let me show you how it's changed my life. What do you think a singular truth is? What do you think the recipe is? What do you think the beautiful faces of evil is? What do you think the path is? All these products I've made over the years, they're simply my life experience. Yeah, I went to college and spent all this money to get a degree. Yeah, I have a degree. But I make my living. I share with my brothers and sisters my experience. Because no school can replicate that. My experience is how I give you value. I'm saying, brother, like I went through this stage. Now you don't have to go through it. I found this spiritual information to give me a life that I desired. To give me a life where I can wake up and do what I want to do, share with my brothers and sisters, spend time with my son, spend time with the people I love. Like I tapped into something spiritual that granted me this. It cost me nothing to hit live on this phone and do that. and do that. But no, most people want to be victims. And instead of talking about how they got it out the mud and sharing that value with their brothers and sisters, they want to talk about how they're still stuck in the mud. Because to be honest, it's pleasing sometimes to talk about that. Sometimes it's pleasing to talk about, man, I got stuck in the mud and this is what life is like still in the mud. This is why we as people can't get out. It's easy to get a band of brothers, a band of sisters to come in and join in on that conversation. And everybody sharing their experience, everybody pointing the finger. I'm going to tell you that, man, leave that, keep that away from me, bro. Keep it away from me, man. I don't want to hear it. If you ain't talking about how to move forward in it, if you ain't talking about how to transmute that pain into thriving, brother, don't call me, don't text me, don't subscribe to my channel. If you're not trying to get out the mud, you don't need to follow me, man. I want you to feel bad. I want you to feel bad for watching this live. I want you to say, you know what, man, Soul got a point. So I'm waking up every day in misery when I have the same opportunity as everybody. As everybody. When you see that one brother or sister that grew up in unfavorable conditions, maybe it was 12 of them in a 2-bedroom apartment. They didn't have a lot of clothes, a lot of food, and everybody talked about him in high school and all this kind of stuff. But now this brother is out and he's a mogul on social media. He owns his own business. He's heavy in stocks. If one single person on the planet has done that, nobody has an excuse. And I'm going to tell you, several people have done it. Several women have been raised in unfavorable conditions or took a loss in life or got divorced and didn't have nothing and had 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids and still got it out the mud. But y'all sisters with no man, 6-figure job, life is good, life is easy. You're still living this life like, oh, I want to be a victim. I'm a woman. I can't do this. It's your fault, man. It's your fault. There's nothing holding you back, right? So at the end of the day, man, because I ain't gonna be on this live long. It's all about stopping. It's all about stopping being a victim, and it's about moving in your authority. It simply comes down to really knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of. What do you mean, soul? It's simply a matter of you knowing what your power is. Knowing what your power is. And if you're a person that looks out at anybody on this planet and sees them as some kind of superhero, then you don't really know what your power is. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if you brothers can look at a LeBron or look at a Jay-Z or a Kanye and look at them and say, oh, well, and look at them as if they have some ability that you don't have. Like I must bow down to this person. This person is just cut from a different mold. If you're a sister and you're looking at Beyonce and you crying because Beyonce is, you simply don't know your power. You simply don't know your power. If you look at one single person on this planet as if they have some ability, some connection to source that you don't have, then you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. There's not a single person on this planet that I could cross paths with that I would feel starstruck. Like, oh, that's so-and-so. Because nobody on this planet has anything that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? You simply have to know who you are, man. Who are we, soul? What your Bible say? What your Quran say? What does the singular truth say? Ye are gods. Ye are gods. Now, I know some of y'all might get off this live right now because you're offended. But it is what it is. I want to offend you because I want you to know who you are, man. I want you to know that you can have that peace in life. I want you to know, man, that life is not about just going, doing something you don't like, being around people you don't want to be around, paying taxes you don't want to pay. Like life is about being happy. Life is about sleeping well and looking forward to waking up the next day. I look forward to waking up every day. I look forward to the challenges because I have the information to overcome them. I look forward to playing the game every day. I look forward to Mondays every week. Because I enjoy the game, man. I enjoy the game, man. Understand that you are the generator, the operator, the destroyer. Ye are gods. Ye are gods. And like I said before, said it in the book, said it on YouTube. Stop thinking of a God and start thinking as a God. Move through your challenges, man. Face your challenges with authority. Face your challenges knowing that you have the power to overcome them, whether it's sickness and health, and whether it's financial, whether it's your relationship. Face that thing as a God, man. Y'all have a good day, man. Thank y'all for joining us live, man. It's been a good one, man.